So this feels weird. Yeah, it's been the better part of a year since I've done a video. I just get into why and then what I'm planning on doing now. Right. So with this channel, I tried a few different things in terms of video ideas and things to keep myself going in terms of creativity for a YouTube creator, and doing collection updates and doing music stuff and that. I tried doing album reviews there for a few weeks at the beginning of 2019. That was going well. And then I just lost ambition. The collection updates, I don't know, few and far between. There's not a lot I can do. The Metal Archives Random Exploration series, which I came up with, I love the concept of, I just wish someone else would do it. For anyone who's seen them, right? Just going on to Metal Archives, hitting the random band button, and just listening to the first 4 bands that come up, whatever you can find on YouTube or whatever. Again, I like that concept, but I don't have enough knowledge in extreme metal to really make that show, I'm going to call it a show, to make that show shine, I'd love to watch it though, but I don't think it's something that I like the concept. I'm not the best host for it. Let's say that. So that was a fun series to do, but again, I kind of lost, not interest in it. That's not the right word, but maybe ambition for it, just because I felt like I wasn't doing it justice. I wasn't doing the idea justice. Anyone out there want to pick that show up and run with it, you have my blessing. Seriously. I kind of want Brain Smasher to do it, but he's got his own Sad Reacts Only thing going on. But Ben, if you want to do Metal Archives Random Exploration, please. You would be way better at that than... Because me, like a random metal song comes on, I'm like, oh, it sounds like metal. Yep, it sure does. Whereas you, I feel like you could really delve into sort of comparisons between whatever's playing and other obscure bands or other stuff. And you might know, first of all, you might know a lot more bands, and they may not be as random and obscure to you, right? So yeah, I don't know. Just a thought I had. If anyone wants to run with that idea, feel free. I'm probably not going to continue it myself. So yeah, lack of ambition was one thing. Another aspect, though, this year, fuck man, this whole year was just nonsense, kind of garbage all the way around. Obviously, the pandemic stuff is, that's rough. I don't think I'm as negatively affected as a lot of other people, so I'm kind of happy about that. And, that's not the right word. I'm not happy about that. I'm thankful. That's the word. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I didn't lose my job because we were deemed an essential service. I'm pretty loner-ish anyways. It's been rough not seeing... There's a group of friends I have that I like to see every once in a while. I haven't really been able to hang out with them much. I did get 2 quick visits in, socially distanced, of course. That's been needed, right? But for the rest of the time, I assume extroverts are just going squirrely right now. But I'm okay with the social distancing and just staying at home and not going for family get-togethers. That doesn't bother me much at all. So that's okay. But on top of that, I've had a weird year. From 2019 into early 2020, I gained like 40 pounds. And then from early 2020 till late August, I lost about 52 pounds. And then I gained another 20 back probably by this point. It's been a wild ride of a year. And on top of all that, from the very beginning, about mid-January, up until mid-September, I was dealing with a leaking roof. And that was just a fucking nightmare. And threw tens of thousands of dollars at it to get that fixed. That's finally been taken care of, like I said, but that lasted most of the year, 9 months probably. And that was just a headache. Oh God, but that's taken care of. We're good now. We've had a couple just really heavy wind and rain sort of spells here recently. No issues. Breathing a lot easier because of that. So that was a rough patch. Yeah, this whole year has just been a write-off basically. And because of the pandemic thing, here in Canada at least, the distribution of records and CDs was at a standstill for a long time. And like, I don't know, I went to record stores I think in June, was it, or August, and they hadn't been open that long, maybe a month or so at that point, and they didn't really have anything. Any new releases from late March onward had still not gotten to the stores yet. So I didn't really get anything in terms of new releases. I did just go to the record store a week or two ago at this point, and now we're starting to get all the new releases from the entire year coming in. So that was really cool. I caught up on a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to get my hands on. Run the Jewels, Clipping, Sarok, Coulter Wall. Yeah, just a ton of new releases that I've been dying to get my hands on, my mittens on, and finally got around to it. Now it felt good to get back out into record stores and be able to, consume media again. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have much music talk to really discuss here today. Recently, I've just been digging that new Aesop Rock album. I've been listening to that on Spotify. I haven't been able to find a physical copy of it yet. That'll come soon, though, I hope. I've also been digging the album Universal Mother by Sinead O'Connor, which was a mid-90s release. I hadn't really delved into it that much before, I think about 2 weeks ago. And yeah, the melancholy mood of it is just perfect for this time of year. It's really hitting home, and I'm kind of spinning that thing over and over again. Very haunting sounding record, and kind of dig it. And then at the end, it kind of gets a little a little upbeat, which is fine, but bit of a weird ending to it. But yeah, so not really music talk. I did want to briefly touch on, like, I've spoken here that I don't want to really do the Metal Archives random exploration videos anymore. But I do have ideas for new shows. Let's call them shows. One of which would be similar to there's a thread going on, and again, it was introduced to me through Brain Smasher, where he sort of detailed his life through music, and that was really cool. I really dug that, and other YouTubers had done that too. But he was the one that introduced me to that thread. I thought about doing it. I still could, because my musical tastes it's full of sharp turns throughout the chronology of my life. It goes from listening to this, okay, all of a sudden we're way over here now, and it goes like that the whole way. That'd be pretty interesting. But I found a way to actually make that a little twist on it. I think basically I found my CD binder from high school. You know, the big, thick binders where you'd have a whole bunch of burned CDs. Yeah, I used to make myself a whole bunch of mixtapes. Just songs I would throw in random, or songs I would throw in order on random CDs. And I would make my own, you know, compilation records. And I haven't listened to them in 13, 14, maybe 15 years at this point. And I thought that it'd be really funny to sort of go through and talk about each of those compilation records, what's on them, why I was into them, what that music meant to me at the time, how I feel about it now. I did listen to the first disc. God, is it cringy. But that's kind of what makes it fun, to look back and be like, you know, why was I into that at that point? So I think that would make an interesting series. I could just take each mixtape and do an episode on just basically what I was thinking at that time, what I was feeling at the time, what I was into, what kind of songs there are, and you can sort of watch my progression go from what I was listening to. I think I started making them when I was 14. I don't know, somewhere around there. And you can watch the progression of the first disc all the way up, and I had like 50 something burned compilation records, and it's an interesting trip watching it go from, you know, these radio rock songs to, you know, John Zorn and the Residents and anywhere else in between. So that was a series I thought I'd like to do. I have a couple more ideas in terms of doing like regular episodes of things. I don't know if I really want to do just music talk. I feel like I'm not very good at it. I don't have enough knowledge or an expertise. Like, I'm not entirely sure what this video is purposefully, truthfully. I think just try to get back in the rhythm of this. It's been close to a year at this point. Maybe 9 or. Yeah, I guess that's it. How do I end this? What do I do? Thanks for watching. My name is Jeremy. And, oh, wait, I remember. This has been Strange Radios. Stranger, adios.